Well, hello. How are you doing? This is the S. Anthony Says podcast. This is the S. Anthony Thomas, and this is episode number 282. How are you doing? You bastards? How are you doing? My friends, I'm a little tired, my friends. I want to tell you right now, my back's killing me because I threw out my back. And, it's funny, that, even in pain, I come here to do my job. That's the kind of man I am, damn it. Now, granted, I'm actually laying down while recording this, which is kind of odd. So if during the course of this recording, at any point you hear me go, yeah! I just want to let you know right now, that, it's because of, really, really bad pain in my back. But damn it, I soldier on. Nothing stops me, damn it. I'm like a world-class athlete. Speaking of world-class athletes, two of them punched each other in the face last night. Or shall I say earlier today. And you know what I'm talking about? Mayweather versus McGregor. McGregor versus Mayweather. And Mayweather versus McGregor and big, all of that crap. Big hype. $100. Oh man. And quite frankly, and don't worry, this episode is not going to turn into a fight companion. What I'm going to say is, what you thought was going to happen almost exactly. The only thing that was different than what I thought was going to happen is that it got to the 10th round instead of the 8th round. What did you watch? You watched two world-class athletes punch each other in the face. One a master of this particular craft, one the master of the other craft, but trying to do this craft, and the person who's the master of the specific craft that was applied earlier today, of course, won. And what did you watch? You watched Floyd Mayweather very, very intelligently watch what the guy was doing, McGregor, and very, very slowly but surely figured out what he needed to do, and then applied his game plan, making several adjustments along the way. And quite frankly, you can take that and put that into any other aspect of your life. Even if you're down a little bit, even if it looks like it's a little bit tough, if you just kind of look at it and figure it out, most of the time you can figure out the problem. You can solve the problem. That's just the way it is, right? But I had a problem. The problem was that crap cost $100. Now I know what you're saying. You spend $100 on that fight? Hell no. All you got to do is find a friend who's stupid. I mean, a good friend who who wanted to see the fight and was going to watch it anyway. And then you watch the fight with your not dumb, with your friend who's very, very generous by being dumb. I mean, not dumb. I mean, the great guy. I'm not spending on $100 on anything that I can't wear. And not only can I wear it, it better last at least a year if I'm going to spend $100 on it. I got some nice shoes. You know how much my shoes cost? And I've had them, well, the ones that I wear on a daily basis, not your good shoes, but the ones you wear every day, and they look almost brand new. You know how much they cost me? $39. Yeah, that's right. And they're right across the room from me looking good and shined up. Why? Cause I would not spend $100 on shoes. Are you nuts? If I spend $100 on shoes, it's going to be 3 pairs of shoes. Yeah, I know you think I'm cheap. Shut up, punks. You know what I'm talking about. $100 is a lot of money, right? If I spend $100, like I said, I better be able to wear it or eat it. You know, if you ever spend $100 on meals on a date, me neither. If I spend $100, I better not be just feeding 2 people, 'cause that's $50 a person. Hell no. In fact, if I spend $100, not only do I need to be able to wear it, I better be able to feed 4 people. Just kidding. I'm not spending $25 to feed anybody that's not me. Let's be honest, $100, I better be able to feed 10 to 15 people. Yeah, you're going to McDonald's. Shut up. That's right. You know, but let's get back to the fight. I don't want to get back to the fact that I'm cheap and I have a friend that's a dope. I mean, he's not dumb. He was very generous. F y'all. So what I'm saying is, dig this. You watch the guy figure out how to solve a problem, and he's successful. And that's what boxing is. It's two people, and same thing with MMA. Two people, and you have to solve the problem. How can I hit that person more times than that person hits me? Or how do I hit that person and keep that person from hitting me? And the other person is doing the same thing. And you're both trying to solve a very difficult problem, with the penalty being a foot, ankle, or fist in the face. So, you better solve the problem. But guess what? Those of us that don't fight professionally or at all, we also have problems that we gotta solve. Every day in your life, you got problems you gotta solve. It may not be a punch in the face, but it may be a pissed off spouse that's mad at you because you didn't do something, because you didn't figure out what they were thinking, and now they're mad at you dumb behind because you didn't figure it out. Maybe your kid does something dumb, and you try to solve the problem, and the kid does something even more stupid, and now you got a bigger problem to solve. There's problems everywhere. Maybe your car is giving you problems. Maybe your boss is giving you problems. There's always problems, and even though we're not fighters, we have to solve problems on a daily basis. Like I had a problem. I wanted to see the fights, but I didn't want to do it illegally. And I had to find out how to see the fight without doing it illegally. Could I have shelled out the $100 for the fight? Sure. But why should I do that when I have a friend that's an idiot? I mean, he's not an idiot. He's a very generous guy. I'm going to have to tell him not to listen to this episode. Anyway, so I solved the problem. I said, hey, stupid friend, could you call me by my name? No, I'm not going to call you by my name, because you spend $100 on a fight and you're going to have enough people at your house where you're not even going to be able to see it, because you're going to be too busy watching jackasses mess your house up. You're going to be running around looking at people putting their feet on your table and farting on your couch and flooding your bathroom. You spend $100 on a fight, then you got to feed a bunch of people. You dumb bastard. That's all. God, he's dumb. I mean, he's not dumb. He's generous. Moving on. But what I'm saying is, you gotta solve problems. And my problem was I wanted to see the fight, and that's how you do it. You go to a friend's house who's stupid, who's nice, and you watch the fight. But there are other problems that people try to solve, and they do it in a dumb way. A really, really dumb way. When I moved into my apartment, there was mice. Not a lot of mice, but to me, one mouse is one mouse too many. There was a couple of mice, and what did I do? I called an exterminator. The exterminator says, I'm going to get rid of the mice for you, and it's going to cost X amount a month. And the amount you spend on the exterminator basically is the amount of money I spent on my shoes. Right? And you gotta go, all right, I don't want any mice and I don't want any bugs, damn it, because I don't like bugs and I don't like mice. And I don't want to walk around all day with a can of Raid in my hand and a golf club trying to bust mice in their head. Because if you try to bust mice in the head with a golf club, let's just say there's a lot of holes in my wall right around mouse level. I mean, no, there aren't, because that would be stupid. Only a dumb guy would do that. F y'all. So let's see, you get the exterminator, and the exterminator comes in, looks around, says, you have a hole right here, Mr. Thomas, right here in the wall leads to the outside, and, that's how the mouse got in, but you have to be careful, because once the mouse gets in, the mouse will bring another mice and mate, and then what will happen is you'll have a house full of mice, and then they always say something smart. I mean, it's good for me. I mean, if you want to have mouse, I'll be very happy to come and get them out of here. Yuck, 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 yuck. Then I got in the running position, ran at him at a high rate of speed, jumped into the air until I was horizontal, and drop kicked that bastard. I did not drop kick him. So I said, okay, you can fill the hole. I can fill the hole with this special spray. Mr. Thomas, I can spray it in there, and it will fill up, and it will expand, and it will become as hard as rock. And then you could smooth it out on the, no, I know what, I'll actually smooth it out on the outside, and I'll put a little spray paint on it, and people will not know that it's just a thing there, and then you won't have to worry about the mouse coming in that way. And then I will put down traps, and the mice will eat the food in the trap, and the food inside the mouse trap is poison. It will kill the mice, and then the bugs will put the gel around, and put the gel in. Now, don't spray for 2 or 3 days. You put the gel down, and the bugs will come to the gel. Now, I know you're going to see bugs. You're going to see bugs for 2 or 3 days. You're going to see bugs for 2 or 3 days, but it's okay. Don't worry about the bugs. All you do is let the bugs eat the gel. The bugs eat the gel, go back into their little bug home. Then they die because the gel is poisonous. And then the bugs who are in their home will then eat the other bug, because bugs are disgusting bastards. And then they will eat him, and he will be full of poison, and then will then kill them. And so you'll see bugs for 2 or 3 days, but then after that, you'll see a drastic decrease, and then there will be no bugs and everything like that. And also for the mice, will put the things down and they will eat that. And then there you go. And I go, okay, how much is it going to cost? He goes, those are nice shoes. I said, yeah. He goes, how much do those shoes cost? I said, about $40. He goes, it's going to cost right around that. And I said, I can deal with that, punk. And I wrote the check to him, and then he left, and he goes, you still write checks? And I'm going, yes. In the story, this happened a long time ago, jackass, back when people still wrote checks. Don't mess up my podcast. He goes, what's a podcast? And I go, well, they're not in the mainstream yet, but when I'm telling the story, they are. And then he goes, why are you talking about stuff in the future? And I'm going, why do you sound like a guy from a 40s movie? And I pushed him out the door. And what happened was, what he said was true. 2 or 3 days, I started to see a decrease in the bugs in the new apartment, and to the point where there were no bugs at all. None. I'm talking about, when I got to that place originally, you literally had to walk around holding, if you had food in your plate, you actually had to hold the plate in your hands. You couldn't put it down. Because if you put it down for more than 3.5 seconds, you literally saw roaches walk out of the wall with a bib around their neck and a knife and fork in each one of their little legs. And I'm going, you guys are kind of presumptuous. And the guy goes, I don't like the way you made chicken last night, dude. You need to put a little more seasoning in it. And then I took my shoe off and crushed him. Because not only did I not want bugs in my house, I damn sure don't want bugs in my house that are going to critique my cooking. And that's why he's dead. That's a true story. F y'all. But that was the solving of a problem. It was very simple, right? It was very simple. It was a very simple solving of the problem. But sometimes people will do things that are kind of dumb when they solve problems, right? Right? Like if Floyd Mayweather did not decide to very skillfully watch what McGregor was doing, make adjustment. If he decided to go, you know what? I know this guy's bigger and stronger than me. I'm going to run right at him. He would get punched in the face. And even if he still won the fight, to get your teeth knocked out, or he could have got knocked out if he did something dumb, but he decided to be smart about solving the problem. And S. Anthony Thomas, me, was very smart with solving the problem. I decided to go get an expert, and the expert put the whole thing, filled a hole in the wall, killed the bugs, killed the mice, and then that was the end of the mice and the bugs. Oh yeah, but much like my friend who was dumb enough to spend $100, I mean, he was very generous. Not dumb, definitely not dumb, because at some point I'm going to want to see another fight that costs a lot of money, and I'm not spending the money on it, and I got to tell him not to listen to this episode. Moving back to the story. And another neighbor who was kind of dumb. And he was a neighbor in the same building, on the same floor. And he had exactly the same problem. He had mice. He had bugs. He had mice and bugs. And he was just buying can after can after can of bug spray and killing the bugs. But it kills bugs on contact. It doesn't kill them where they are. I don't care what they say in the commercials. It doesn't do that. And he kind of knocked the bugs back a little bit, and he was content with using all those cans and cans of spray. But he couldn't get rid of the mice. He put down mouse traps. And he heard the mouse trap snap, and he got cocky. Got him. And he went back and he noticed that the Nutella was off of the mouse trap, and the mouse trap had snapped, but there was no mouse crushed and killed inside of the mouse trap. And I'm thinking, this guy's an idiot. I'm saying, I have an exterminator, and it only costs like $40 a month. And I knew the guy made way more money than me, and he didn't have any kids, just like I didn't have any kids, and he didn't have any real bad habits except being an idiot. He could have afforded the exterminator, and it would have solved the problem. He actually spent more on bug spray and mouse traps than he would have spent on the exterminator, but he got no results, the dumb bastard. And he was content spending $18 billion a week on bug spray and I'm going, dude, you gotta, this is the gel he uses, and gel, I don't need that crap. I got bug spray. I just kill him when I see him. I'll kill him. What about the mouse? I got the snap traps, and the snap traps will get him. And the snap traps did not get him. So what did the dumb bastard decide to do? Is the exterminator like yours truly? No. He goes and gets a cat. He gets a cat. And I'm going, you got to feed the cat and take care of the cat and give the cat water, and you got to do all these things. I don't care. I don't care. I just want those mice out of here. I'm going to get the cat's going to eat the mice. The mice are going to smell the cat, and then they're not going to want to come in the house. Mm-hmm. So you basically want to get rid of small animals by bringing in a bigger animal. Mice aren't going to rub their claws across your new couch, and they're not going to leave piles of poop in your floor, and they're not going to shed all over your new. You realize that you're just trading one problem for another. Now, if you wanted to get a cat, that's one thing, but you're getting a cat just for the specific purpose. I think you're kind of being a little short-sighted. Hey, man, I don't tell you how to do your life, man. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem, dude. I mean, we're cool. I'm just trying to help. No big deal. And I go back to my bug-free, mouse-free, and of course cat-free home. And I sit back and I enjoy myself. I watch an episode of the Walker, Texas Ranger. In the eyes of the ranger, the unsuspected stranger had better know the truth of wrong from right. Oh, the eyes of the ranger are upon you. Good Lord, Chuck Norris, you were a fantastic kickboxer, but as a singer, you suck. And even though he's 150 years old, I would not say that to his face because I don't want to have my ass kicked by old people. Back to the story. So he goes a few days and he's still buying 17 trillion tons of bug spray. And I see him walking down there. And he's kind of sad looking. And I notice I'm sitting there going, whoa, you left your door open. You don't want your cat to run out. Cat's not going to run out. He's really happy in there. He's dead. Okay, what happened to the cat? Well, everybody's, using new exterminators and stuff and, putting out a poison for the mice. Yes. Well, my cat did kill the mice. Mm-hmm. But the reason he was able to catch the mice so easily because the mouse was sick because of the poison. Mm-hmm. And then the cat ate the mouse and the mouse was going to die anyway from the poison that somebody laid down. But as it turns out, it actually killed the cat. Whoa. So what are you going to do now? Oh no, man. Well, you could just get an exterminator like everybody else. I mean, you're the only one that has the mouse and the bug problem. I'm not telling you how to run your life, man. Okay, not a problem. I'm cool. Not a problem. I come back and then the dumb bastard has another cat. And I'm sitting there going, the thing that killed the other cat is probably going to kill this cat too. You realize that it's not like only one mouse in the entire complex had poison in it. It's going to be a lot of the mice because a lot of people are using the exterminator. Hey, I don't tell you how to run your life, man. Okay, dude. I'm just saying. I mean, I did 2 weeks later, the cat's dead again. The second dead cat. I'm like, dude, please don't get another cat, dude. But I don't tell shut up. I know, run life. But dude, you just croaked off 2 cats for no reason and now you got mice. Okay? What are you doing? What are you serial cat murderer or something like that? Some of the other ladies in the building. Yeah, I can't believe you're doing this with the cats. And you're a cat cruelty person, you bastard. And you cat cruelty killer of cats. Cat cruelty, kill, cat cruelty. A dumb bastard. I think he went through, I'm not sure how many cats he went through. I'm not sure. I know of at least 2. And after a while, I think he was starting to smuggle cats in. And I'm sitting there going, did you gain any weight? I ain't gained any weight. Looks like you gained about 8 or 9 pounds around the stomach. I definitely did not gain 8 or 9. You have an upset stomach because the 8 or 9 pounds around your stomach is starting to move. It's because I have an upset stomach. It definitely has nothing to do with the fact that I'm smuggling another cat into the building. So why you got cat food? I don't have cat food. I have cat food, but it's an experiment I'm working on right now. It definitely has nothing to do with me smuggling in cats because I don't feel like dealing with the ridicule of you people. And then we all went to the landlord and said, this bastard is in here, serial cat killer. And the guy goes, stop bringing in cats, you dumb bastard. I'm mandating that you have to get it. You have to get an exterminator. And then he had to get an exterminator. And 4 days after the exterminator came, guess what happened? No mice, no bugs. A dumb bastard up there, serial killing cats. We should have went to one of them news programs and had one of those guys follow him down the street. One of those, those eyewitness news trucks that follow people around when they do bad crap. Like if somebody rips off your car during a repair and the guy's standing there. Hey, you Frank Johnson from the repair company? Yeah, I'm Bill Simmons from the news. Oh shit. Come back here, damn it. You rip people off. I would love to have that happen. We should have stood outside that guy's that guy's apartment in cat outfits and said, don't kill us, you bastard. And then threw dead rats on him to teach him a lesson. We should have done that. But it was a real dumb way to solve problems. You keep bringing in cats and then getting them killed. Even after that, we just kind of half befriended him so we could look around his house. And he's going, are you looking for cats? No, of course we're not looking for cats. What makes you think that? Why are you picking up my couch? I dropped something. You just walked in. You couldn't possibly have dropped something under the couch. Listen, man, after what you did to cats, you sick bastard, you shut up and you just take the inspection. Can't believe you, cat killer. Cat killer. We shamed him out of the apartment building. He never came back. He was never seen from again. Okay, he was seen from again. They found him dead with a litter box shoved up his ass. I was like, damn, them cats are not messing around. I know how dangerous cats can be. The simple fact that they actually were able to get the litter box in his ass ought to show you that you think cats are small and and that you can mess with them, but they can do stuff like that. That's why I just want to say right now to all cats in the neighborhood that I'm a big fan of yours and that I did not approve of that guy with his cat killing. I just, I want to say that I like cats. I should probably edit this whole segment out because I'm now depressed. I wonder if those cats are in cat heaven right now, looking down at this hall. I bet they're smiling right now and licking their paws. And they're going, thank you. Thank you, people from that apartment a long time ago, for shaming the cat killer and not allowing him to kill any more of us. Yeah. And I also bet there's some cats right now walking around going, yeah, we got him. That'll teach him to F with us. I'm starting to think that this pain medication is starting to make me hallucinate stuff. Am I actually recording a segment for my podcast right now, or am I imagining this? I don't know. I guess when this medication runs its course and I go back and listen to whatever episode this is, I'm probably going to hear some really weird stuff. Well, at least my back's not hurting that bad right now. And I'm starting to fall asleep. Maybe I should end this segment and take a nap. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Segment over. All right, guys, let's get into this really quickly. And I know in the first segment I used the Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor fight to make it to tell a wacky story. But you know what I'm going to do? Damn it, I'm going to kind of stick with that a little bit. Just not about the fight itself, but when you're on the internet is a wonderful tool and it's great. But the comment sections are basically like an overflowing toilet at this point. You know what I mean? Like if you go to the bathroom, say you go to a restaurant and it's the nice restaurant. The food is great. The wait staff is awesome. Everybody's cool. The utensils are great and the food is incredible and double incredible and the parking lot is incredible and quadruple incredible and double incredible. And you're sitting there and this place is the best and the greatest. I love this place. I'm going to recommend this place. Is the best, is the greatest, the most incredible, the double and quadruple and quintuple incredible. Wow, this place is incredible and all of that crap. And then you go, you know what? Before we leave, because I have a long trip, I think we should all go to the bathroom. I know it's weird to tell other adults to go to the bathroom, but if we all go to the bathroom right now, so we can actually eat up some of this travel. I don't want to have to keep stopping and everything like that. I figure if I can get 2 solid hours of driving in, without having to stop to go to the bathroom, because you know how it is, man. You got to wait there, then it turns into something else. But if we can chop another 2 hours off our travel time, it's going to be great. So, it's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Good idea. Okay, let's all go to the bathroom. And then you go from a restaurant that was triple incredible and quadruple incredible and quadruple, double, quadruple, quintuple, and octuple incredible. And you go into the bathroom and it looks like someone had, let's just say that something exploding in there, and the thing that exploded in there had stuff inside of it that was the kind of stuff you wouldn't want to touch, because at some point it was in someone's buttocks. Okay, that's what the bathroom looks like. And you're going, what the hell is this? It must be this must be an aberration. Maybe a pipe exploded in here or something like that. Because the restaurant itself, even the parking lot, everything was incredible, triple incredible, and double incredible, and everyone else from different bathrooms comes back. Did you know that the bathroom looked like something exploded in it, that it was contained something that was in people's buttocks? So the bathrooms were all crappy. The bathrooms are crappy now. What if it was just one bathroom, right? What if it was one person in the restaurant that with really dirty clothing touching your food, right? Everything else seems great, but that one little section, ew. And that's what the internet is like. It's an unbelievable amount of information. When I was a kid, and I'm going to old guy out on it, when I was a little boy, I was a little boy in the 70s, you had an encyclopedia in your house. And my mother bought encyclopedias, A through Z, and it was the greatest thing. And what I thought it was, when they finally showed up, and we put them into the place where, the closet where there was a bookshelf there, and I had all this just fountain of knowledge. Every time I wanted to look up something, I could just pull down the corresponding letter, look it up. It was great. It was so great. And as a bit of a science nerd, it was so great. I actually literally read the encyclopedia from A to Z for fun. Not because I was just looking up stuff. It was just fun. Every time I imagined something, I could pick the book off the shelf. I wanted to know something about space. I could pull down the encyclopedia. You know how cool it was to have all that knowledge, all that accumulated knowledge just sitting there. It was in my house. I had permission. It was one of those things when you're a kid that, you can't just go in the refrigerator and take out a cupcake or something. You can't just stick your head and make a sandwich whenever you wanted to. You couldn't just grab ice cream whenever you wanted to. You couldn't do this. You couldn't do that. But no parent has ever said, put that encyclopedia back. How dare you try to take some knowledge and put it in your head, you bastard. I want you nice and dumb. Put that back. No. Your parent, you ever notice if you were a little kid, if you're old enough to remember encyclopedias, if you were laying on the floor and you were reading the encyclopedia, getting some knowledge and all of that kind of crap, and your parent would walk by, your parents would smile at you. They'd smile at you because they realized it was a great investment, and they loved knowing that you loved knowledge, and they loved knowing that they were literally watching you become smarter. And it was great. It was great. And that's what the internet should be, right? But imagine if the encyclopedia back then, when I was a little boy, was more like the internet. Imagine if while I was looking up for I have to write a report on the solar system. So I'm going to look up the solar system, and I opened up the book and I was looking up solar system, and I saw these wonderful pictures of the solar system. And as I'm reading about the planets, and back then Pluto was a planet, and Pluto was the smallest planet, and the sun is 93 billion miles away from Earth, and Earth is a sphere, and it's this, that, and it's the third rock from the sun, and it's this, that, and that, boom, jiggity, boom. If you like rocks, you could get your rocks off with Roxy. Close the book real quick. What the hell was, let me open the encyclopedia back up. I'm going to, asteroids. Asteroids are rocks. Speaking of boom, boom, jiggity, but what the hell? Click, what the hell? Right? All right, let's not even make it something as disgusting as that. Okay, let's just get that out of the equation. All right, and let's just go. We're going to look up something where scientists are discussing something. Well, scientist PhD Johnny Smith says blah 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 blah, but his counterpoint is blah 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 blah. And then you look at the bottom of the page, and instead of references, instead of little bookmarks for references, where you can look up the source material in another book, down there was like, yeah, well, let me tell you something. If you voted for President Carter, you ain't nothing but a stupid lib, you dumb bastard. And yeah, well, if you voted for Duke Group, you dumb, but you know what? You're a dirty N-word. Oh yeah, well, you're a and you're a and you close the book really quickly. What the hell is that? They were talking about each other's mamas, and that had nothing to do. I'm just trying to write a report. I'm just a kid. I'm going to look up asteroids again. Asteroids. Speaking of ass, yeah. Put that book down, boy. Click. Because that's what the internet is like. Internet is like that wonderful restaurant, or that wonderful book. A book of all that knowledge. Or that wonderful restaurant where you had a great time and enjoyed the ambiance. It was awesome. But sometimes you notice that there's a really disgusting bathroom in the back. And that's what the internet is like sometimes. Because when I was watching the fight at my dumb friend's house, I mean, he was a great guy, generous and not dumb. F y'all. And I go back and you read the comments section, and you literally have people from around the world who have never met each other, don't know each other, never will meet each other, getting into vicious name-calling fights because two people that they don't know and will never know, haven't met, and most likely will never meet, did their job and made 9 figures. And these are people that like those people so much that they're willing to call each other N words and F words and C words and K words and J words and Q words, and talk about people's mamas and what people they like to do to people's mamas and what their daddies did to dogs and all of that kind of crap, trying to piss each other off because two people that they don't know, never met, will never meet, none of that crap, had a fight. Those two guys are now counting their money. They both already came in with enough money where they never had to work again, but they made enough money last night where they really never have to work again, where their grandchildren never have to work again. And they're not even aware of the people that are fighting and getting and all of that crap. I'm guaranteeing you someplace, somewhere, a couple of people somewhere whipped each other's asses because of some kind of disagreement over this fight. And I'm a sports fan, right? I'm a sports fan, but I don't get all pissed off at other sports fans. I don't care that much. You want your teams to win? Of course you do. But I never want my team to win so much that I'm willing to call somebody's mother a name, or imply that some dude's dad did something to a dog or a cow, or to find out whatever racial epithet is the most vicious and begin using it. I would never do that. I would never do it online, and I definitely wouldn't do it in someone's face. And I know these people wouldn't do it in someone's face either. And it's just the weirdest thing in the world. We have this wonderful tool, this fountain of knowledge, this wonderful way to communicate. I literally communicated this morning. I was coming back from the supermarket, and my nephew and his lady and their baby are living in Texas. And I wanted to, I texted him really quickly, and I wanted to let him know, I wanted to say, how's everybody doing? And he very quickly texted me back and said, everybody's doing fine. And I said, great. And he said, thanks for checking in on me again. And I said, no problem. I might need some organs in the future. And he typed back, LOL. Now, isn't that incredible that I could do that quickly? Right? Welcome to the internet, my friends. That's what it's supposed to be used for. Right? There's no real reason to, just because you disagree with somebody, because somebody else's sports team beat your sports team, or their favorite athlete beat your favorite athlete, that you got to go around calling people names. It really doesn't make any difference, right? Granted, if he's now raising my grandnephew in Texas, and if I find out that he allows the boy to become a fan of any team that's not from my hometown and his hometown, I, of course, am immediately going to get in my car, drive out to Texas, and kick the shit out of him. Yeah, so I'm not going to have my damn grandnephew be rooting for some punk ass team in Texas. I just realized I have a lot of listeners in Texas. Probably the third most, the state with the third most bastards is in Texas. So maybe I just realized that. I just realized that it's California have the most listeners in California, and second most listeners in New York, third most listeners in Texas. One of my top 3 markets in my home country. See if I can get some way I can get out of this, because I don't want to piss off all my Texas bastards, mainly because not only because it's, like I said, the third most popular, the third biggest listening audience for me, but also because the last time I was in Texas, I noticed that everybody there had guns. And at some point, I'm going to be performing stand-up across the country, and obviously I'm going to be going there. Let's see, how am I going to get out of this without pissing them off? I'm going to pretend like I'm going to pretend like there's someone else here that teaches me a lesson. Sometimes you watch those old sitcoms where a person will do, like Archie Bunker would say something racist and outrageous or some stupid, and then Meathead would come in and teach him a lesson and kind of clean it up because he was the voice of reason. So I'm going to have to create a second fake person to ridicule me and then have me learn my lesson. And then people from Texas, who are my third biggest audience, will forgive me because I was about to say something vicious about their stupid teams. I mean, they're great teams, which I have no problem with. So, excuse me, fake person who's not really here, but is basically me just doing another voice to to teach me a lesson for being so intolerant to teams outside of my home market. I am right here. Okay, fake person. I can't believe you did that. You should be you should be ashamed of yourself. You're a very nice guy. Thank you, person that's not really here. That's really just me doing a high voice to the right side of the microphone. I was about to say something bad about Texas. I mean, not Texas itself, because I feel really heartbroken that there's a lot of people in Texas that are going through tough times, and I'm glad that my family that's in Texas as well. And I'm hoping that everybody in Texas is doing good. And this has nothing to do with the jokes that I'm about to do about Texas in this segment. I really want to let you know, if you're in Texas right now, I want you to stay safe. I want you to be safe. And I hope everything works out for you. And I'm going to go back to dissing you playfully and then having this fake voice teach me a lesson. So anyway, the Texas teams stink, but you should not say that about Texas teams, man. You should be more tolerant of other. Well, why should I be more tolerant? I'm from Philadelphia, and Texas has the Dallas Cowboys, and we hate the Dallas Cowboys in Philadelphia. But if you really think about it, it's just a bunch of people playing a game. It's an athletic pursuit. There's no reason to hate the team. I mean, it's okay to root for your own team, but it's not okay to feel hatred towards another team. I mean, you don't want anything really bad to happen to them, do you? Of course I don't want anything bad to happen. I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone. The people of Texas are such incredible people and great, incredible people who have incredible taste in podcasts, because a lot of them listen to this. There you go. So what you're saying is what you were about to say about the Dallas Cowboys and stuff like that. You really didn't mean it. Of course I didn't mean it. I would never say anything bad about my third largest market in my home country. I'm also a big fan of what's my biggest market again? It's California. I'm a big fan of the Lakers as well. Because that's my largest market. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm a big fan of the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Lakers. That's just really how I feel. Man, see, doesn't that feel better? And your second largest market is New York. I'm a big fan of the Giants too. As a Philadelphia person who's living in New Jersey now and is originally from Philadelphia, I'm a big fan of the Los Angeles Lakers. Dude, what a great team it is. And the New York teams. I love the Giants. They're the greatest. I wish them the best. And the Dallas Cowboys, who are in Texas, my third largest market. It's just, I'm a big fan of them, so I wish them the best. You look like you have a blood vessel about to burst in your head, and you look like you're in pain. I'm not in pain at all. I mean, what person who was raised in Philadelphia would not want to talk about how much he loves the Los Angeles Lakers? Oh God, I want to throw up. Hold on. Oh God. Go ahead, say it. I'm also a big fan of the New York Giants. Oh God. Oh, I almost got the vomit. Almost came out. The vomit almost came out. Oh, hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a second. Come on, you can do it. You got one more. Oh God. Hold on. Hold on a minute. You can say it. You can say it. I'm Philadelphia. I'm a big fan of the Dallas Cowboys. Oh God. Well, I've never seen that much vomit in my life. I think you pretty much successfully sucked up to your top 3 markets, and I think that they will continue to listen to you. Yeah, like I said, I just want to say, let the people in California know that the me vomiting just now had nothing to do with me as a Philadelphian having to say that I like the Lakers. Hold on. Oh God, I'm gonna vomit again. Oh my God, more vomit. This. How much did you eat, man? Whoa, goodness. Isn't that your baseball glove from when you're 5th grade? Hold on. I'm also a big fan of the Giants. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my God. I think your small intestine just came out of your mouth. What the hell? And also the Dallas Cowboys. Oh my God. You literally vomited yourself inside out. Your inner organs are on the outside of your body. I've never seen anything like. When it comes to sucking up to your biggest audiences, I mean, not sucking up. I really feel that way. So anyway, guys, I just want to say right now that saying bad stuff about teams just because they're from a different market and they're your arch rivals, like the Lakers who won those championships at my Sixers expense. Oh God. And the New York Giants who were in the same division. And the Dallas Cowboys who are also in the same division who we've grown to hate for years, but I of course love them now. Oh my God, he vomited himself back to normal. Oh God. Oh God. Listen, guys, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I tried. Because every time I say that I like those 3 teams, I'm from Philly. There's nothing left to throw up. Listen, people in Texas love you. And I'm not saying that just because of the hurricane and because you're my 3rd biggest audience. I literally do. You're great. But I can't stand your teams. But I love you. People in New York, I've actually lived in New York. And I got love for you and I got a truckload of friends in New York, but F your teams too. But I love you, but F your teams. California, I lived there. In California, the 2nd longest I've lived anywhere. I got a truckload of friends out there. And you know I love you guys too, but F your teams as well. There. I mean, you can respect that, right? I know you're my 3 biggest markets. And then I got a lot of friends in each area, but I can't act like I love your punk ass teams, even though I love you as people. Okay? You should respect me as a man for that, damn it. Do we have to keep doing this fake voice now? No, I don't. Get out. I'm not really here. Yeah, whatever. So anyway, folks, listen. There's no reason to be mean to each other in the comments. Be nice to each other. Even if you're talking about somebody else's punk ass team. Just be nice. Talk about how much their team's a bunch of punk ass punks to your friends. Keep it to yourself. Be nice online. Even if the teams are punk ass teams like the punk ass teams that I'm talking about. Even though I love the people in those areas, but the teams are punk ass teams with your championships that we have none of. Are you crying? No. I won a damn Super Bowl or something. You'll get it eventually. You really believe that? No, I'm a big fan of the Cowboys. You bastard. Segment over. Well, folks, this has been episode number 282 of the S. Anthony Says podcast. I want to thank you guys very, very much for stopping back. Much love to you. You guys have been great to me. I want to say thank you for everything that you've done to all my bastards all over the place, my friends. The social media for this podcast is on Twitter, 2 places. For me specifically, at S. Anthony Thomas. For this show, at S. Anthony Says. The show is on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio. It's on iHeartRadio, Podcast Revolution Network, and the home base is santhonysays.podbean.com. But basically all you have to do is just Google my name, S. Anthony Thomas, or Google the name of this program, S. Anthony Says, and bam, I'm right there, baby. If you want to email yours truly, and why wouldn't you? The email for me is talktosanthony@gmail.com. TALKTO, then my name, S. Anthony, @gmail.com. I am also on Snapchat, S. Anthony Thomas 1. I am on Instagram, S. Anthony Thomas. And there is a verified page for me, yours truly, on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, all you have to do is go into the search box up at the top, type in S. Anthony Says, and then you will see my page, and it has the blue check verifying that it in fact belongs to me. Folks, you cool bastards, I want to thank you very, very much for everything that you do. Thank you for showing me all the love. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the retweets, the reblogs, and the shares. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you more than you will ever possibly know. You cool bastards. Much love to you all, and I will see you next week for 283. And I'm now going to say goodbye the way I always say goodbye. And according to you, you actually say it at the same time that I say it. And that's kind of cool. I kind of dig that. I'm glad it's a thing. So let's do it on the count of 3. Are you ready? Of course you are. 1, 2, 3. S. Anthony out.